had no idea you didn't like Xander, but like the way you said it, you're like, yeah, I never liked Xander, and then you guys started calling me that, so it kind of just like whatever, and I was like, oh, like I thought, but yeah, no one really
Like,
calls you
like,
Alex.
Hey,
huh?
Xander.
I mean, I guess
now I
sometimes.
don't mind Xander. Like I've gotten used to. I write it on the podcast. Like I'm used to it. Like
I'm him already.
I've become him. I've become what I've hated the most. No, but yeah,
He's overtaken.
People.
Alex.
I guess people call me Alex.
Well, yeah, when you started working here, Alex just left. There's already an Alex here, so we're like, nah, you need a new name.
A new name.
Yeah, because when I came in, I introduced myself as Alexander.
We're like, nah.
Nah.
Why don't you go outside and come back with something else we could use?
I think you're the only one that calls me Alexander. Everyone else calls me Xander. And then I've heard Alex call me Alex.
Wow, Alex. He doesn't call you Tocayo.
All right, I never known, motherfucker. No, who else? A couple of guys have called me Alex. Mike and them call me Alex.
Yeah, they do call you Alex.
Little Alex.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll ask, I'm like, you guys playing with Alex? And
Big Alex.
And then I'll be like, yeah, and then like I think they're talking about you, but then they're always talking about this Alex too, so I never.
No, okay, you know what? They call me Alex and Alexander. Because sometimes I walk in, and if I walk in, whoever I see, I'm always like, Mike! And they either say Alex or they say
Alexander. Yeah, Alexander.
Alexander.
Oh, we love
Man,
that.
and I've never spoken a word to either one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I
You've never said a word to how long have you?
I think once. No, you know, maybe.
You just did
I think I told him Merry Christmas one year, and that's about it.
Wow. Oh, I've talked to them plenty. I've said some choice words to Mike a couple of times.
Why are you dumping your money? I'm dumping my money because I got so much money, Mike. Bring in my fucking teeth, man.
Yeah, when I get in there, it just gets quiet and awkward.
We kind of do like a look at each other.
That's funny. Yeah, we're talking about like earlier with some of the guys, like I guess like nicknames that your family gives you or that you've gotten over the years and stuff. And it's funny hearing some of them. Like there's no way you'd guess it, so it's just unexpected. But some of them are funny.
Some makes sense, right?
Yeah, some make perfect sense. Some don't at all. Like my brother. I talked about it last time. His name's Frank, and he's a Frank Jr. My dad's Frank, and we don't call my dad Frank. We call him Frankie. Everybody calls him Frankie. And so we don't. My brother, we call him Junior. Everybody calls him Junior. But when he was little, and most of his life, up until kind of relatively recently, his nickname was Tuna.
Tuna?
Tuna. And after a while, I could tell he fucking hated it. And I was always like, that's kind of cool.
It's a good one, right?
Right? Tuna? Like, I would go by Tuna.
Like Jim
Like
from the
tuna
office.
on the wall.
Like Jim.
Jim from the office. That's his.
Big Tuna.
Big Tuna.
Really?
Because
I didn't know
the
that.
first day at the new office, he walked in having a tuna sandwich.
And that guy was like, "You're."
Okay, what's wrong with the tuna sandwich?
And then he's like, "I don't even think they know my name."
They just call me Big Tuna.
Yeah, Tuna. What was one guy? The guy from Hangover, Ed Helms.
Damn, I don't remember them calling. No, I gotta go back and catch up on some Office.
Yeah. When he leaves the branch
Yeah.
and he goes to the other branch.
Oh, the other branch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's when they call him Tuna over there. Or that guy calls him Tuna.
Big Tuna. Did you ever have any nicknames growing up? Like by friends, family?
Salmon.
Salmon? Big salmon?
Kipper.
Little Kipper.
Grouper.
Fake grouper.
Grouper.
Fake grouper. No, that's funny because you're talking about Frank or Francisco. My grandfather that's his name, but they called him Kiko.
Kiko. And he was Francisco?
Francisco.
I can kind of see that, right?
I mean, yeah. That's like for Francisco, that's a nickname, right? Kiko.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I swear I remember my dad going by Cisco. And I guess like Francisco, that's kind of like
Okay, yeah,
right?
Cisco,
Like,
yeah.
That just made me. That's why. I was like, Cisco? Like the fucking thong rapper? Like, what?
Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, there's names like that. Because I know a Cisco now that you're saying that, and his name probably is Francisco.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I used to go for no. I was going by no for a good while. In 3rd to 8th grade.
No. Noel.
His aunt still calls him Noel to this day.
Noel? Like, that's not
I
my
guess
name.
like here and there.
Remember that lady would call you that, and I'd be like, Noah? Yeah, Noel. Here's Noel's birthday gift. I'm like, oh, you got this for Noah? Yeah, I got it for Noel. I was like, all right, you're doing this on purpose.
Right? Noel. My sister name's Amanda, and her nickname, we call her Mandy, but like her nickname,
Mandy.
Mandy Mand, her nickname was Nana.
Nana.
Amanda.
I don't know. I guess kind of, yeah, kind of.
No.
You know what's funny too is growing up, I have an aunt, my mom's sister, and her name is Adelina, but they call her Nini. So us, as always being little kids, we always just called her Nini.
And then she legally changed her name to.
And then one day at work, one of the, I don't know if it was my brother or somebody had to call her. And when they called at her office, they were asking for Nini. And they're like, who? And they're like, yeah, I need to speak to Nini. And they're like, there's nobody here by that name. And then somehow my aunt overheard it, and she's like, who are they asking for? And they're like, Nini. And she's like, oh, that's me. And then like,
Nini.
Who are they asking for? Big tuna. Oh, right here.
that's me, guys. And she says she got so embarrassed because everybody's like, what? How do you have that name?
Yeah, I'm sure every family has little names for their family members. Nini. You never had any?
No, I didn't.
Even
Reno?
by like friends or nothing like that?
Reno.
Reno.
Yeah, when I
Reno
started
was one.
tattooing, Chaka called me Reno.
And it just stuck, kind of?
And it stuck, yeah.
Reno.
I've heard like Danny call you Reno.
Yeah,
Or
but
everybody
yeah,
here calls
yeah,
it
yeah,
Reno.
but yeah, it's a tattoo thing for sure. It's not from school
Mm-hmm.
or, yeah, it was, his name was Ruben, but they called him Chaka because he looked like Chaka from Land of the Lost, the little caveman. He had the long hair and he was a short little guy. And I don't know why he would call me Reno. He's like, oh, maybe because it was already a Renee.
Oh, okay.
Renee Lopez was tattooing before me, so maybe, I swear that's what Chaka had said. Like, oh, there's already a Renee, we're going to call you Reno. And then it
Did the
kind
same
of
Xander and. Nah,
Yeah, same
get back outside.
Right now. No, you're
What's your
fucking
name?
Xander.
No, you're Reno.
You're Reno.
And then it was funny because it was just known through the shop. And then maybe somebody outside the shop would hear it and like, oh, why do they call you that? And then they would stick with it.
Oh, man.
And then like even my friends in California one time were in town and then they're calling me Reno and they're like, Reno, why do they call you Reno? Now that's all they call me, like, hey, Reno. And
Sometimes
Yeah, like
too,
Ron always
just-
calls you that.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Ron-
sometimes talking to these guys, like, it'll just slip out, like, oh, yeah, I was talking to Reno, and I'm like, oh, shit, Reno, I said Reno, and yeah, I haven't known you that
right.
that long, so yeah, it sticks, it continues, right? Yeah, I had a nickname from school, and it stuck hard. Like, and you said people that I didn't even
Cute
go
ass.
to school with, cute ass, large balls. Yeah, people that I didn't even go to school with, people that I just met, they'll overhear my friends calling me that, so they call me that, and it stuck so hard. Allergy.
Allergy?
That was my nickname since 6th grade, and it stuck throughout middle school, high school, college, even now. Like my best friends, their whole family calls me Allergy.
And it's just like off Alexander.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same thing. Like there was 2 Alexes in the class, and the teacher was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you Alex M. That's his last name with an M, and I'm gonna call you Alex G." Probably too much information to give out on the podcast. And so I remember one time she came in all tired, probably hungover, I don't know, high on meth, and she like I raised my hand for an answer, and she called me like really fast.
She was like, son.
Baby Alex.
Yes, dear. Oh, yes, dear. Run out the goal.
Or she says, "Yes, daddy." Oh,
Daddy.
Mom. Yes.
Big tuna. And I guess she just tried to say Alex G really fast, and she said like she fucked it up like Alex G. Like she said it all fucked up.
And it turned into allergy.
And the whole class laughed, and someone was like, allergy, and then she laughed, allergy, and then they just,
You were like,
sitting there all pissed.
everybody's laughing except for one guy.
Just plotting the next school shooting. No, yeah, they were all fucking, you didn't go there. But yeah, they're all laughing, and ever since then, I was allergy. It
Nice.
stuck.
Yeah, it stuck. Yeah, that's all it takes is that one teacher.
That one.
That one
fucking
moment.
bitch. I hope you're watching this, bitch.
go back in time. Just you had one time to change. Be that you wouldn't show up to that class.
Probability wise, as far as our viewers have gone down, I don't think she's watching.
Just in case, though. Like,
She's one of the 12 watching.
right. She probably does watch. I wonder what allergy's up to.
You know what's funny? Whenever there was a substitute teacher, and for some reason, when they would read the names, when they always read the middle names,
Oh yeah, they'd always fuck it all up.
and they would say these names, and nobody in class would be like, "Who's that with that weird name?" And then somebody'd be like, "Oh, that's." Like, how were they written that every substitute teacher read them like that? Do you remember that happening?
I
No?
don't.
Damn, I remember that happening all the
Yeah,
time.
I remember that happening a couple of times, or even like they would say the name all fucked up, and somebody would be like, "Oh," they would correct them.
I remember in 5th grade, I had a teacher, and it was like the first day of school, and she was reading all the names and trying to get familiar. And then she said, "Noah, Chavira," and then I raised my hand, and then she looks at me, and she's like, "That's a weird name for a girl." And the whole class started laughing, and
what the
then she's like, "What? I don't get it. I don't get it." And, she's a boy. No, yeah.
She's like, no, in this class, I don't put up with it. Them, they.
No.
You got long hair, you're a girl.
Did you have long hair when you were young?
Yeah, I had long hair. Yeah, that's why she.
Oh,
He
that's
just
so
has long
funny.
hair, and then
He
Yeah,
just
she
has
knew
long
from
hair
that.
and a cute smile.
cute ass.
That's a weird name for a girl.
I know that ass is distracting, but
It's not my fault. My dad put me in a crop top that day.
crop.
Croppy crop.
man, that teacher died.
Good.
Calling me a girl.
Who's a girl now?
Yeah, I remember she fought cancer, and she like. She beat it, she beat it, and then she came back and was teaching, and then I guess like a couple years later it came back, and then it killed
Man,
her.
I wonder if the stress of teaching, because they say it's a really stressful job nowadays.
But she was a
Sure
cool
it is.
teacher,
Yeah.
and like everyone like already got. She was a sassy black lady, but she was like really cool. Like she was one of like everyone always like was going to her class at lunch and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and I remember the way she said it. Like that's a weird name for a girl, all,
that twang to
all
it.
sassy.
That's also a girl name nowadays, and Noah, right? Is there a Noah? Like,
Yeah, there is. Don't ask me why I know this.
No, I mean, I
But-
know it too, but
Miley Cyrus's sister
Yeah, I
is
saw her.
Noah.
No, Cyrus.
Yeah. You guys kind of have like similar.
I think we did.
All knows or. Yeah, or even like me, Alex. Like, man, you know how many times I've been mistaken for a girl. And sometimes you guys, hey ma'am, are you? Oh, it's Xander. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the lunch ladies knew me as Mija.
Me. Me.
yeah, and it's so funny because I've had friends, all kinds of friends that always had boys, and they always had long hair, and they always got mistaken for girls all the time, and then the little boys would always be like, "I'm not a girl," and then yeah, he wanted his hair long, and yeah, he always got.
You just
And then I was like, I can be a girl?
and that's when he started his transition. No, I mean, I guess I used to get like, fuck you, I'm not a girl. But now, it happens like once a month, and I'll be at like Albertsons and
From the back though, or what?
no, from the front.
Really?
From the front?
I have facial, not a lot.
No,
but-
yeah.
No, yeah, no, it's there.
I was gonna
Some-
say once you turn around.
no,
not looking at that
Oh, I had
ass.
somewhere like happened this month. Happened like the other week, and they'll tell me like, "Here you go, ma'am," and I'm just like, "Thank you,
sir.
and sir." No, I just go along with it. Yeah, thank you.
Sir.
I'm non-binary. No, yeah, I just go along with it. Fuck it. Man. I took it as a compliment. I'm really that pretty.
Man, I'm surprised they mistake you.
I get it a lot.
Yeah, that's being fucking ridiculous.
You know, they're just trying to be assholes, right? And trying to get a
You
good
don't.
enough.
My eyes are up here.
I mean, I was wearing a dress, but still.
I remember at the karate tournaments when I had the long hair, they would always be like, "That girl can't fight a boy." Just take me home,
I'm
Dad.
transitioning. Just take me home, Dada. And then just go take bathy bath. Now, I remember one time I was rolling at a gym here that I used to train at, and the coach pulled me off, and he was like, "You're supposed to be in our kid classes. This is the adult classes." And I'm like, "I'm 25." You are? And I pulled up my arm and I showed tattoos, and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, son." I had shorter hair. I didn't have facial hair. He thought I was a little kid.
Oh man, I would have won like 3 or 4 tournaments as a kid. Beating up all these kids.
Wow, you're right? I'm 14. I'm just choking out little girls. They put me in the little girls division.
So we saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. What'd you guys think?
I liked it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I don't think I was gonna dislike it, but I liked it a lot more than I thought. Like it was really good. I had a good time.
I saw on social media, I was getting hyped up, and everyone was like giving it good reviews, and I wasn't let down. Sometimes I do like some more gruesome stuff, like just like how we were talking about, like
Snuff films.
like how like easily someone could be defeated. Like I feel like after a whole movie, like something like that's kind of.
Nah.
But I mean, I get it though.
I mean, I really liked the first one. The first one was really good. I mean, this one was good too, but I don't know. Do you think they start getting more into like character development and maybe that kind of? I guess it's kind of cool that way, but you know, I'd rather it be more comic book.
Yeah, like right. You don't want to hear about how Batman has to pay his rent.
Or yeah, even just like these characters they built. I mean, I guess you build like a. Yeah, I guess
A connection.
a connection.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, I was just after eating the mama's the food and then going there. I was just so tired especially on that seat. I think I fell asleep
Oh.
for good.
Really? Oh man, those chairs are awesome.
Yeah, I told Noah like I think I missed a good 10 minutes.
You missed the best.
Like I woke up and they were all wearing that new uniform that they had.
Oh, so
like
you didn't
after
even.
the raccoon woke up,
Damn, I guess you didn't even see that, huh?
No, I don't.
when he came back.
Oh no, I saw him come back.
Because it was soon after that, right? Where they put on those uniforms, like the blue and red ones.
Yeah, and they show them put on the uniform, or they show.
No,
everybody-
they just kind of have him on already, and he's like zipping it up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Oh, you
maybe-
missed the orgy scene. That was the
The
best
Groot-
part. Groot really showed his wood.
I heard Groot hangs dong. His tree nuts,
It's acorns.
acorns.
Man, it's funny because, you know, like, they have, like, you know, serious parts, action, sad, funny. Like, you know, they know what they're doing. And me and the two guys sitting next to me were just laughing our asses off at the parts that you're not supposed to laugh at.
That's what
And they
Bono
were
was
so
saying.
funny. Like, I couldn't... Like someone got shot, some lady got shot, and she was screaming, and I was crying. Like I don't know why.
It was funny.
It was
Yeah, because
so
she
funny.
deserved it. That's the lady, right? That was kind of.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or the carrot face. Is that funny?
Oh, that was funny. That was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, that was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, the part where like a character
Just all these
is in
spoilers.
trouble and it looks bad. Everybody's all sad. And fuck, I was laughing so. Me and the guy next to me were laughing.
Yeah, the
so
graphics of that part were kind of weird, huh? Like, what was
hard. I
that?
mean, it looked real, but it just looked funny. Like
Yeah, it looked really funny. Like, I wonder what that was about. Like,
I like these spoilers with no context. Like, yeah, and then he
when he's
pulled
trying to
out.
he's trying to get to safety, but then just all the debris is kind of keeping him back, huh?
you can call it that.
Right? Then somebody's trying to save him, but then they can't. They can only reach so far.
And then what happens next, I can only describe as similar to a scene in Willy Wonka.
But instead of gumdrops, they're
Gumdrops.
To be announced. Gumdrops. Yeah, it was cool. I really like that character, Adam Warlock.
yeah, right.
Like he was.
He looked
I
cool.
almost. Yeah, he was cool. I almost felt like when I saw like the actor, I was like, oh, this guy, like really. But then, oh, he did a good job.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, they almost made him seem kind of like a, not comic relief, but kind of dumb, kind of ditzy, and I mean they explain
Powerful.
why, but powerful, and yeah, man, his powers were cool. Like he reminded me like almost like a Superman. He was cool.
Man, it's funny. I think that actor's annoying, but like after this, like,
Yeah, same thing. When I saw him, I was like, this guy.
have you seen him in Maze Runner?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like such like the douchebag of the colony, and just makes you like hate him, and just keeps doing stuff.
I like him in that one where they all pretend to be a family.
Yeah, not road trip. Vacation.
With
It's like
Sudeikis, right?
yeah.
like meet the something or something with a family name. No, or
Fampoon. It's like
Vacation,
something.
family vacation.
Family
No,
Vacation. It's something like that, where he gets bit in the balls, right, by that spider.
oh, I don't remember.
Is it Jennifer Aniston?
It's Jennifer Aniston, him,
Like some girl.
that girl from that fucking stupid show, Nickelodeon. I can't remember the actor's name. It's not like Meet the Johnsons.
It's
or
some. It's
something
some.
Like that.
It's one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're all like, some of them are like criminals, and they all,
stripper, right?
yeah, it's
Jennifer
like
Aniston.
Jennifer's a stripper,
And he's like a good
Innocent.
good guy.
Innocent
and they
kid.
all pretend to be like a family.
Yeah, see, when I saw him, I was thinking he's the guy from Breaking Bad. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
The son? Or
No,
what?
have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought he was the
The redneck's nephew.
the redneck's nephew from
The one that shoots that kid on the bike.
the one that Jesse has to choke at the end because he's done so much bad things to Jesse. Remember, there's another redhead.
Man,
He almost looks like Matt Damon, kinda. He's the blonde, young kid. He's like fat
you know, I
now.
was just watching Breaking Bad the other day. I don't remember.
He's from the last. Remember how they get the white supremacy guys from prison to start coming to business with them?
Yeah, and then they end up.
The kid that's
Killing
mediating the whole thing.
Man, I don't remember the kid.
You remember that one scene where they have that oil? They're trying to get the oil from that. What is it? The train. And then it all goes good, and then they're about to leave, and then there's that little kid, and then he like waves at them, and they all wave, and then he pulls out the gun, and Jesse's like, no, and he just like shoots that little kid.
Man, I don't remember.
Have you seen
It's
I
like
don't
Black
remember
Mirror?
the ending, huh?
Black Mirror.
I've seen some of it.
Have you seen the one where it's like Star Trek?
Is that
Yes.
him,
That's him.
or is that Matt Damon?
No, that's not Matt Damon. That's him.
It's him, huh?
The kid from.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, it's the same kid?
The same.
Man,
Where he's the one
I can't
controlling
think-
them.
I know who you're talking about. I'm picturing the dude from.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah. I thought it was that kid in that movie.
No, this kid's
Or
old.
in
I'm
that,
trying to think.
episode, I mean.
He's in good movies.
Man, I'm sure if you pull him up, yeah, I'll know who he is.
Toad, pull him up.
Toad.
Man, Toad needs to fix his screen. It's all broken.
What is that anyway? What is those stains on there?
What'd you think of the movie Toad? Oh, sorry, you didn't go. You're
Hey,
not
look,
allowed.
it's this guy.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You know this guy?
yeah. Breaking Bad nephew. Wow, he does look. He looks like he
Wait, they
looks
look close
like
up.
half him and half Matt Damon. That's so weird.
He looks like Matt Damon.
He does.
Right, a bunch of clones, right? Hollywood's just. I saw something like that where they're just like recycling clones and like all these people look the same.
Man, he looks like Matt Damon. Look right here.
That's Matt Damon.
That's Matt Damon, right?
Fat redneck Matt Damon.
He's a good actor, that guy.
Oh, he's sick in Breaking Bad. Oh, I love that scene where he fucking kills that kid.
I guess the ending I don't remember too good. I gotta rewatch it.
Okay, but this kid, Adam Warlock was kind of cool. He got all buff, huh?
I would say more toned.
No, he looked all. That's what's weird about being in a superhero movies. You got to put on all that weight on.
No, I'm sure celebrities have the fucking resources to do
Yeah,
that
for
easy. Then you could take steroids. They're not going to test you. And
Oh no, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
I heard
the
Chris
doc-
Pratt for the first movie, he was like, he lost 60 pounds.
they used to be all fat.
Like 60 pounds is a lot for like 6 months.
Fuckload.
Also, one thing that, not that I don't like it as much, but I thought his helmet was really cool in the first one. And I guess, as these actors become more and more popular, I'm sure they don't want to be hidden
They want to
behind.
show their face.
Yeah, they don't want to be hidden behind a mask, right? So
I'm the star of this movie. They
yeah,
need to see my
you need to see my face. But I think for the comic
weird.
book side of it, I like seeing the mask.
Surprised Nick Fury hasn't taken off his eye patch.
Yeah, right.
eye patch.
Robert Downey Jr., right? And he was always Iron Man, but with that thing open.
Right? Yeah, but in all the comics, he always had it closed. Like,
Yeah.
You never saw his face.
Like, no. Nobody cares what you look like.
Even Captain America, right? In the first one, he had the OG helmet.
Oh, yeah,
And
he
then
does
right
have
away, then-
like a mask helmet thing, huh? That's right.
But he still covers his face, though, right? But yeah, I guess. If you could have a superpower, what would yours be? Have we said this before? We've done this before.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
we
an
might have
updated
mentioned
answer.
it. Updated. I think I changed mine from last time.
You've been thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. I don't have like Mr. Fantastic. I could stretch any part of my body as long as I want. No, I think I mentioned it last time, but for a long time I always said shapeshifting. It still might be shapeshifting. I think that's really cool. I could be anywhere at any time at any place. I can turn into like a little bacteria, go inside your nose, and then turn into an elephant and explode you or something, right? Like
Okay, so shapeshift into anything, huh?
yeah, into anything. Like inanimate objects, other people, animals, other life, water. But I think I recently changed it. I think now I'd rather have super speed. But like, not just like I could run as fast as a locomotive. Like no, like so fast that like I can move around the earth 10 times before you guys like faster than
drop
light.
a nickel.
How about if mine was to run 20 times before you run?
Oh man.
I'd be the
Only I choose 30 times. Yeah, but so fast, like I can move so fast that I almost stop time.
But hear this, 50 times.
Yeah, but are you as fast as a Ferrari? Yeah, I think like you're super fast, like ridiculously fast. Like I'm talking like I can almost live a whole lifetime in one like instant of your life.
You
Like,
think here on Earth there would be like a cap, like, okay, you this fast, like it doesn't matter. After you're this fast, like, okay, you're obviously the. Like, you think being this fast and this fast makes a difference? Like for humans.
in my
For you,
view,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. You
How
wanna be that
about, I've
fast.
always thought, if you can be that fast, how, like...
How
and you're-
slow?
Or, yeah, moving at regular human speed, would that be driving you crazy? Like, would that be you in slow motion?
I've seen that before in we're just talking in Invincible, the speedster.
He's constantly moving fast because that's his speed.
And like he tells like he has like a lover or a wife or something, and he tells her like, yeah, like living life normally is excruciatingly boring to me. Like I'm processing everything so fast that it takes forever. I feel like I'm living like an
like I'm
eternity.
walking in slow motion. just to be at your speed.
Unless you could change like the way like your mind, because like, it'd be cool to be a speedster, but I can also think really fast. Like everything about me is fast, and so like I can maybe change the way. Like if I want to live normal pace, I can think at that speed. And
Or almost a normal pace would be your your average, and you just have a wide range.
Okay, there you go. That makes sense.
Because I've always thought like, yeah, if this guy can move so fast, what would it be like going at our speed, like with that?
Sitting through a movie.
Oh, I would take right. You would hate it, right? An hour.
Eternity.
Driving to dinner.
Yeah, that almost makes it seem like.
Like, would he be able to shower quick? He would need the water to be quick, huh? Like, he would be moving in the water. Is like.
Yeah, like in the X-Men
Everybody has to
movie.
reach where the drops are barely coming. Like fuck, man, it's just so fucking
Like
slow.
there's an X-Men movie where
They go to Quicksilver in the basement.
Quicksilver is.
In his mom's basement.
Yeah, there's a couple things. He's playing a video game really fast, but it's like the game, no matter
He's
how
playing
fast,
Pong. And the thing's going like that.
and it's like the thing's got a certain speed.
Yeah, it's not like.
Yeah, he doesn't. That doesn't work.
It doesn't
Yeah.
adapt to you.
He does one where he's playing ping pong with himself. Like, that would work.
Yeah, you can
But
hit
yeah,
it and then
the-
fly to the other side and hit it. And fly.
Yeah, the pong one made no sense.
And then there's one too where they're all fighting, and right before the fighting starts, he puts on his Walkman and he's listening to a song, and he's running around and he's like getting all the little bullets that they're shooting.
But the song
But
would
the
be,
song is still come and get your love.
Yeah, like you would even
Maybe he has the super.
Yeah, so like
The
Uh,
song.
fast
song's like
forward.
and it's over, but like he heard it. That's
Damn, that's the way to do it, huh?
But it's just so funny because, all hell breaks loose and he just like slowly puts on his earphones, hits play, and then he starts running around the room and he's just adjusting everything. Like if a bullet's about to hit somebody, he'll get it and make it miss you, and he's just running around. But yeah, but his Walkman is playing the whole song.
That's the one where is it Evan Peters who's Quicksilver?
Yes.
I think I've seen parts of that one.
Nightcrawler's always been one of my favorites. I thought it was kind of cool. And he could teleport. So does that make him faster? Or
Okay, that's actually my question. I always thought Nightcrawler was just really fast. Like he was like, extremely fast. But then later on, I learned that he's actually teleporting. So, yeah, that's a good question. Does that make him fast?
And I remember in the movie, he can only teleport where he's been or where he can see or something like that, no?
yeah, he
They
can only
nerf him.
teleport. Or I guess it's easier for him to teleport if he can see the spot. But then, yeah, there's times where he's trying to teleport them, and he's like, "Oh, I can't. I don't know where we're going." And then they're like, "No, like, concentrate." And then he's able to save them. But I guess like as he's fighting or whatever, he can bounce. Like there's that scene where he's in the White House. Do you remember that?
He comes out in the movies?
Oh, that scene is like so cool. Where he
I don't think I've
where he
seen the
fights
ones where he comes out in. He fights the president?
Yeah,
It's like in the first X-Men, like
Yeah.
the first.
I'll play it for you right
Oh,
now.
man.
It's sick.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen the first couple of or most of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen him either. I mean, I've seen that scene.
It's cool. Huh?
Yeah, so what do you think? You think he's going really fast, or you think does that count as speed? Like if I'm racing you to like, I don't know, Alpha Centauri, and you go and you get there in 2 seconds, but like I teleport in 1 second, did I beat you in the race?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
for
so.
sure. Like Dr. Manhattan, he can do that. Like, I would think like Nightcrawler, like if I can phase through the wall where you'd have to run around the wall maybe. But I would see if it's a long distance. Maybe he would lose, maybe. But they're different for sure. Teleportation and
Yeah, there's something
Speed.
different there, right?
yeah. Speed, you're still physically.
Yeah, traveling over there, like, whereas, yeah, I was reading about, that's why they consider Adam Warlock one of the fastest characters in Marvel, is because he has like I think it's after they gave him like the Soul Stone and he's like he's at his full potential. He can quantum teleport to places, so like he can get to places faster than light, And so that's what they call him, the fastest one. But I was like, that's almost not. That's like a different.
Good
like,
cheating.
Kind of.
Yeah, he'll get there first, right?
Yeah, so I guess like it is a fat. Like, the least time from getting from A to B,
Right.
regardless of how you do it. But yeah, it always not cheating, but yeah, it's like a different kind of.
It's like these
speed.
guys are walking and he's on a sprint. It's like a different.
And then like earlier how we were talking about like everybody makes a character and then it's like they want him to be the most powerful. Like Dr. Manhattan's very powerful. The way
Yeah,
they
he
make
almost
it.
seems like
Like a god
a
or
god.
something.
Yeah, like it.
Because remember, he even just teleports on the moon and he builds himself like his own. And he's hanging dong the whole time, and right? Who could do that?
Who
Right?
could stop him?
That's fast. You got hanging dong, and he's
Right?
still
He doesn't.
fucking-
He's that powerful. He doesn't even care. They're not gonna cancel me. I'm hanging dong.
Right, the confidence on this man. Like- yeah, there's a lot like Galactus is another one, right, where he's almost like a god. Like
He hangs dong too or no?
he probably does. He's just so giant. It looks like a nebula. It's a giant dong.
Like Dr. Manhattan. Remember where he's having sex with his wife?
Oh, I remember.
Oh, and he makes multiple of him, right?
Yeah, and they're all
she
having
gets-
sex with her. And
Doesn't she get mad?
She gets mad when she finds out the real one is doing science projects. But
Oh,
like
so he has
three
all
of
his
them-
brainless clones just fucking her. Well, it was still me.
Yeah, and she's like, oh. Yeah, she's all mad. He's like, isn't that every woman's fantasy? But she's like, yeah, it's not even you. You're doing calculus.
You're doing calculus. Hanging dong. And if you were a superhero, would you have hanging dong? You're just so powerful. Imagine the fastest man in
Yeah,
the
the
world,
g-
and it's just like a rudder.
You know, put some like rubber on the sides, or you would get some mad chafing.
What would your superpower be?
To cancel your superpower.
I've seen that.
The canceller.
There's a show,
The canceller.
the canceller, the chancellor of canceling. No, there's that show. I think we talked about it once. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and there's like the 4 different types of bending. So like it's earth bending, water bending, air bending, fire bending. So like depending on where you're born and if you just happen to have those, like you're born with those gifts, you can learn how to like
Bend,
manipulate
yeah.
those like elements. And then as the show goes on, you see that like like earthbenders can kind of like, if they're good enough, they can manipulate metal,
Oh, okay.
and firebenders can like manipulate lightning if they're good enough. Water, they could like pull water out of like the air, like just like all that stuff. And the main guy is the Avatar. He's the one that like keeps
Aang.
Aang. Yeah, like that's that title, the Avatar. He's the one that keeps the peace and the balance in the world, like between the nations and then between like the spirit world and the physical world. And he's power. He knows all. He has the potential to learn all of the elements.
Oh, okay.
And he's powerful enough that in one of the episodes at the end, he meets like an ancient beast, and that ancient beast is like, they have another form of elemental bending, and it's called like they can bend energy, and so he gives him like the power, and at the end he defeats like the bad guy, which is like the Fire Lord, like the Fire Nation, leader, and they tell him that he has to kill him, like he's not going to stop and he's going to continue the army. He has to kill him to stop his reign, and he tries to kill him and he can't. He's just so good, so he uses that energy bending and he takes his powers away. It's kind of like
Yeah.
He
Like a
canceled
counselor.
them.
he's a canceller.
You're canceled.
And yeah, so like the dude's just like a useless man, like especially
Oh, that would
compared to
suck,
people
huh?
who like can bend. So like, yeah, he takes he somehow bends like his energy, manipulates his energy, and he takes it all away.
Like it was so cheesy in the first super. Remember, you ever watch the Superman with Christopher Reeve?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so there's one where it's probably the second one. He wants to be normal or something, and they trick him to giving up his powers, and he's a regular man. Then he goes to a diner, and then he's sitting at the diner, and then there's a man there, and then the man starts picking on him, and the man gets like a sandwich and shoves it in his face. And then later on, he goes and gets his powers back. And then, sure enough, he goes back to the diner,
And the dude's there.
finds the same guy, then gets his revenge. But it's, it's so weird that you're Superman and yet
You're petty.
you're petty with.
You're pissed that they put pastrami in your face.
Oh, imagine
you
all the
get
petty
him.
shit you could do.
You get him, Superman. Fuck that guy.
Remember when you called me ma'am?
Right, if I had Superman's powers, I would just like do petty theft at Kmart or Albertsons.
Your Walmart briskets.
I don't even need this stuff. I can fly to another galaxy. But nah, fuck that. He called me ma'am. I'm taking those fucking.
Right.
Taking that focaccia bread. And fuck that.
If you guys were superheroes, would you guys devote your, like, would you try and be the ruler of Earth? Would you be the protector of all? Would you be villains? Would you rule the world? Fuck everyone?
I've thought about this. I would probably be evil. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Not that I would. I think I would be corrupted by my power.
And I'd have to stop you. So I'd be good.
That's the next comic book. Toad House Comics.
Like, if you're that powerful, would you, like,
You can
rob
have-
a
you can have
bank? Or
Toad.
is that, like...
Oh, Toad. Damn, we should make like a Toad House Avengers. The cancelers.
The canisters? Like, you think you being that fast, there's still no way of anyone human possibly killing you? Getting outsmarted?
That's what I don't know. Like you were saying, you were mentioning another. Was it Deathstroke? That he's so smart that he's able to even without like these crazy powers, he's able to outsmart people with powers and.
Think a Navy SEAL could get you?
No, 'cause think
Team
of-
6.
SEAL Team 6.
Think of, like if you have just a speed, but you have the regular thought. Like here,
You're you.
We manipulate you all the time.
You think you're smart.
You'll be the fastest Xander.
Yeah, Xander, you're real fast.
Let's see how fast it takes you to go get us Whataburger. I'll count. Go.
I bet you $20 you can't get us Whataburger in 3 seconds. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Even that wouldn't make sense. So like, how am I making the workers make the burgers in half second?
you would have to go
I had to cook myself. I'm there like.
Right.
like looking through people's order who's already...
And then the fact that you have family, you have to be in disguise because once they found out who you were, your family wouldn't be safe. Or
Yeah, but as soon as like they touch my family, I'm there in a half second. No, but I think if you were I think if there were superheroes, like those shows where like the superheroes aren't liked, I think that's how it would be. I think there'd be a rebellion.
But like I'm
against
saying, like it's just you. Like, but you're the fastest, like crazy fastest. But you think like if you're in a fortress or something,
like,
like
do you
there's
think
any possible way for humans to...
like if you just shot me in the face, I would die like a regular person.
I mean, right? You're just fast, right?
I think it depends on how not only if you're just physically fast, but if you can like think and process stuff fast enough. Because if
Well,
I
I think you
can,
would.
what are you gonna do to me? You can shoot me, throw a bomb. I'll see it way before.
You have to, because like if you're running from here to there, like every step you're gonna need to like... So obviously you're processing.
So a bullet would be slow to you. Like when
So
you
if you
heard
tried
it,
to shoot me, I'd hear it, see it, and then just walk up and be like, nope.
even when it first hits you, would it be like, oh, you can even react to it?
Like a drill, like almost like a... Like, whoa, like what the...
Well, it's like what you're saying, like if I can go back to normal speed, can you then get me there? Like I'm not like super like seeing everything, so like I'm not gonna feel it as soon as it touches my head. Like it's gonna go at the speed that I'm living at. I'm at, yeah.
Or even like, do you think someone would be able to will defeat you if he was just the smartest?
Like they would get you with the poison on the hand. And
Like as fast as you are, he's that smart.
Yeah, like that, like Deathstroke or like Batman, right?
Or yeah, even just like a brilliant, the smartest.
I don't know.
a nuke couldn't get you, right? Right, you would be... The nuke would be too
As
slow.
soon as it starts, I'm out. I'm already in China. Like
Where they pressed it.
Yeah, the smart one. I don't know. I've always been skeptical of like I think it's cool when they have like really intelligent characters being able to do stuff like.
But I'm
with
just
their
saying,
intelligence.
because your speed, you wouldn't be like the fastest man. Your speed would be not even comparable to men.
Yeah, something where he's like time traveling.
So I'm saying, so the smartest person, he wouldn't be like, oh, an IQ of 190, or oh, he's just smarter than Einstein, but he would be as fast as you are, but he's that smart. Like he would be super genius at a whole different level.
Like you think he's like gonna invent nanotech, like stuff that doesn't exist.
Oh, he'd be
like on a whole nother.
He could be so smart that he can like control matter with his brain. And
right? Yeah,
stop
exactly.
me
Yeah,
like, in my
He's
tracks.
using his brain at 100%, right? Oh, that's his thing, 100%.
Oh.
97%.
Like the Silver Surfer, right? They said that like.
I think he's 98.
But like he would analyze like the millions of planets that Galactus destroyed or did whatever, ate in like seconds. Like he was fast, but he was also mentally fast, like ridiculously fast.
Yeah, you would think that would make sense, right?
Yeah, it'd be like Superman, where like each issue, no, he's also fast here. No, he's also fast there, and my powers just keep building and building.
Yeah, like never. So yeah, maybe that's where they have it wrong. Like, you know, because Lex Luthor that fights him, you know, he's just smart. He's like a smart man, but he's not. You know, it's not like Superman's like the strongest man. Where
And then
he's
it's
still,
like he has a weakness to the kryptonite, right? That's what he uses the kryptonite to.
you know, his level of strength is way beyond anything. So yeah, if you had a guy smart at that level.
Yeah, I wonder like what, like if you were like superhuman smart, I wonder like what you would be capable of doing.
I would want to be the Thing.
The Thing?
The Thing.
That would be your power.
But I can't change back. I just want to be Rocky the whole time.
Just this big.
The Hulk
rock.
would be kind of cool. Like where you can't die as human, so they would never, and you could just turn into that. And yeah, no one's gonna be able to stop you like that. I don't think a nuke you'd be able to run away. I think.
I mean, he's fast, but I don't think he's that fast. Well, maybe.
But like he would like see it and maybe like.
He could jump up and catch it.
All right, would you be the Hulk and then go play football?
Each
37,000 touchdowns.
Each team is dying to have you.
You could just get the ball and just walk.
And that's the fastest man who came and got the ball out of your hand.
There you go, right.
That would be a good one. Because you could just be human, and it's not like they could get you. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. That's like Wolverine, right? Like just someone who can't die. That's pretty powerful.
Like in the first X-Men movie, Wolverine's fighting like cage fighting.
Does he use the claws?
No, he doesn't use the claws, but, you know, nothing really hurts him, and he's made of metal. So he takes a beating, and after he takes a beating, you know, he wins the
He
fight.
beats the shit out of this dude.
But it's like, come on, you got that power and you're out cage fighting in the middle of nowhere.
It's not even UFC. It's like
Yeah, right.
Gold
Not even like a
chin.
world champion. He's just cage fighting in a barn
in a
for
bar.
like $50.
He's a bouncer at a saloon.
Yeah, right.
At a speakeasy. I think's the lamest superpower. I can grow my nails at will. I could always tell when it's about to rain. I wish people talk shit about Aquaman.
I feel like that'd be cool.
And so you're fighting terrorists in the desert. What are you gonna do?
That's their problem.
You have a little fish tank that you're just like bait fish.
If I'm Aquaman, you're not catching me in the desert. Why would I be
You
there?
gotta save the earth, man.
Fuck that. Be my villain in Atlantis.
Oh man, you can build. Well, I mean, does he have powers outside of the water? Yeah, of course he does. Right?
Strong.
But like, is he strong? Like, he's kind of strong, or is he like, oh shit, like?
Almost like what's his name? The guy in Black Panther. Did you see Black Panther with us?
Mhm.
Namor. Like something like that, where he's kind of like
Namor was kind of cool, right?
stronger in
He was
water,
cool.
but he's like still really strong outside.
What was the name of like the god? That
Quetzalcoatl, right?
no, it was another one.
Which god? Him?
Yeah. And it was like
Culiacan?
where he.
Or Cucuclan?
There you go.
Cool.
Glance. Yeah, he was cool. That was
Yeah,
a
right.
cool ass portrayal of.
Is
I
it a
guess-
snake or something?
Yeah, he was pretty powerful.
Serpent?
I guess that's what's cool. Like every time they make a character, the way they make them in the movies, they make the power seem really cool. Like even Ant-Man, for some reason, the way he shrinks and what he does looks really cool.
I've never seen like the movies, but I remember seeing a scene where like something happens and he accidentally goes into like the quantum realm.
Yeah.
And fuck, it's cool how they portray it. Like he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at the tiniest level, and like you could see like the motion of like that like electrons and stuff. Oh, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. Then even like when he fights, like he'll jump at you as he's tiny, but then he'll grow. You know, he gets big and he punches you, and then he disappears back to tiny. And
Yeah, see, like I'm saying, if I could do that, I would just get tiny and go inside you and then just grow.
yeah, right.
That's
Burst you open.
That was that huge meme when Infinity War came out. It was like him crawling in Thanos' ass. And then him. And they said, this is how Infinity War should have gone.
Well, in The Boys, you remember that happened in The Boys?
That guy's.
There's the two gay guys, and one of them shrinks,
And he's doing coke.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he goes inside his dick, and he's massaging his dick from the
That's right.
inside. But since he's all coked up, he sneezes,
He
gets big, and blows up his partner. But he even runs inside somebody's asshole too. Remember when he's fighting the good
And
guys?
they're like, get out, get out.
cover your ass, cover your ass. He's trying to.
Yeah, that was like a huge thing. I remember seeing like and then even made like animations, like going like in depth, like putting all this work into Ant-Man crawling in Thanos' ass and just blowing up. Cause right, they could have totally done that.
But how about if Thanos was so strong he can hold you in his ass?
Like you need to get bigger, he can still clench it. Like, he keeps you from getting bigger.
You would be all
Like you fucking implode instead.
Yeah, right. I didn't know this guy has ass cheeks of steel.
not his ass cheeks. It would be his like anal,
His ain't all right.
His
his sock,
sphincter.
his sock.
Sock.
All right, steel
Oh, damn.
sock.
He's soft. Is that what he's
I think that would be my superpower. The
Steel sock.
Steel sock.
So nobody can anal blast you. Huh? Fuck yeah! Now you're thinking like the smartest guy. And
right. I think that is your power. You're the smartest guy in the
steel
world.
sock.
A steel sock.
nobody's pink socking me. Huh?
The impenetrable sock.
Oh no, I didn't foolproof my mouth. Oh. No, it's funny in The Boys how. I don't know if I should give spoilers, but the dude
yeah.
that's so fast. Oh, it's already old. Huh?
Yes.
The dude that's so fast and like he just kills that girl and the dude's
I
just
think that's, like,
holding
the
her
first
hands.
episode.
It's the first episode.
Starts off hardcore with Adam.
That's what caught me. I was like, holy fuck, this is brutal. Yeah, I think that's how it would be. Like superheroes would be corrupt assholes. Like, why wouldn't they be? People who are in power right now are corrupt assholes. Imagine if you were 1,000,000 times more powerful. Yeah.
It's the corrupt
And
world that we're
nothing
living
can
in.
stop you. Like, what do you?
You could even play both parts, huh? You can put on a mask, be a villain, and then come save the day as yourself.
There you go.
I think that's what I would do.
Out of nowhere, there's just two fast guys, never seen in the same room.
There he goes, the silver sock. He just defeated the Chancellor. Thanks, Silver Sock.
You got it, guys.
What would your catchphrase be like? Sock 'em.
Sock him.
Sock it to him.
Sock it to me. Right, so you said that your powers would be canceling other powers?
I don't know. That'd be a way of staying safe, right?
That'd be a strong, if you could utilize it correctly.
With someone who has no powers, be
But you're like the
superior
weakest,
to-
slowest superhero.
Yeah, like a turtle.
Shape. What would your superhero name be?
The counselor.
The Chancellor? Would yours be as permanent rockman?
I don't know, I think I would be the steel sock.
Steel sock.
I like that one.
Oh, fuck.
No, shapeshifting would be a cool power. Invisibility would be a cool power.
Invisibility would be cool.
Flight.
I think invisibility would be cool for little shit. But I think if you're fighting other people with powers, they'd find you. They'd see you or
You think?
yeah, what if I can see
No,
infrared?
you never said that.
That's not part of it.
You called speed. Right?
And the shapeshifter, how powerful could you really be though?
You could turn into any. Okay, yeah. So if
Could
you're a
you turn
shapeshifter,
into
do I have
an
those people's
AK?
powers?
An AK.
Turn into a tank?
Yeah, because in Shao Kahn, no, not Shao Kahn.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, when he changed into you, he has your powers. So would you have the powers of whatever you turn into? I would assume yes, right? Because if I turn into a bird, I'm gonna fly. I don't know if you consider that.
Well, no, because I
powers,
wouldn't
but
say that's a power.
it's a physical thing.
A physical trait.
Yeah. So if I turned into you, could I cancel people? Take away their power.
I would say no. 'Cause
I
it's
just
still
look like
you.
them?
Yeah, I think you just look like them.
And if you're in this world by yourself, you're the only superhero, would you just be worthless, right? You'd be the same as everyone else.
So I'm saying, yeah, I guess it's different. Because, shape shifting. You're not going to take over the world. Well, I don't know. You
could
might.
be like Mike Tyson, maybe.
I mean, I could turn into Putin and
That's what I'm saying. You might be able to do some.
You would have to be
But you'd have to be the smartest guy too, right? Or just
like a
being-
brainiac. You would have to be something like that. Where you're turning into.
Shapeshifting will get you so far. Invisibility would probably get you so far. It'd be
okay,
fun.
okay, yeah.
It'd be fun.
Okay, yeah.
You could go fuck with your friends.
Yeah, so in terms of fun, I'd be shapeshifter. In terms of I might have to fight
Thanos.
a Thanos, I'd be super fast.
Would you ever come in hey, you know that girl you fucked last night? That was me.
Want to know why you couldn't get her steel sock out?
I didn't know you shaved your balls. Nice birthmark on your butt cheek. Yeah, you think if anyone has shape shifting, they'd rape, and by have sex with people
Like
without their
celebrities and-
consent. The guy turned into
Yeah, you can rob. You can rob banks.
white husband.
Yeah, you could do all that. Rob banks.
But if you turn into someone, it's not like you know their password or something.
I would turn into bacteria and then go underneath the door. I don't know, but you can't take the money out. Okay. There's another question. I've thought about this too. If you have the power of invisibility, can you turn other things invisible? So is it just gonna be me? You see my jeans and my shirt floating?
You'd have to be naked all the time.
What if I swallowed like money? Is it invisible?
I would think it would be. Anything inside you. Hence the steel sock.
You turn invisible.
we
You
keep
just see
coming
the
back.
strongest sphincter ever just floating through the air.
We keep coming back to the steel sock. Maybe that's the.
Maybe that's the strongest. It goes Omni-Man,
Is that a steel sock?
Superman, steel sock, the steel sock.
No fair. He's got a steel sock.
Why is that a floating steel sock?
And then you got to think about it. Your steel sock is so fucking strong. You can straight up put bullets in it and squeeze and shoot them out at Mach speed.
Right.
You can pick up worlds with your anus. You can fly. Oh, you can't fly.
Maybe push enough air out.
Oh, there you go. You could push so hard the air jetpacks you through
Right.
the air. Dang, you gotta I think it's the steel sock.
Still sock for the win. No, but that is funny too. Like in some of these movies, like you said, just because you turn invisible, you know, they'd have to create you fabric that adapts to you, or like even the guy that stretches, Mr. Fantastic.
But I think that's
Yeah,
like
right.
their
Like
thing,
what's
right?
he
Like,
wearing?
like he invents
What kind
that.
of material is that? Damn.
But like, isn't that like what he invents? Like he's so smart that
Oh
he
yeah, because
invents.
he's like super,
Like, he's the
super
one
intelligent,
that
right? He's like
invents
one of the most
everyone's-
intelligent people in the universe.
Like even like Johnny Storm, his thing.
Burns, but comes back. Like
Yeah.
it's not always on.
Yeah, or like Superman when he's going like light speed. Like how? What the fuck is that shit made of that it's not burning up?
I think
in the
it's his
atmosphere?
chest. Like he's already become one with the
Because in
With the uniform.
with the uniform.
oh, that's his skin.
That's his skin.
In other news, we got the crab back, right?
Oh,
How the hell did that happen? That was so weird, right?
you don't know my superpowers, man. Yeah, I mean, he was dead, right? Like,
Like upside down.
So I just watched the podcast and I saw these guys that were like, yeah, and our
yeah, we're
from
all
the previous
sad.
episode, and then I come and I'm like, so the, and he's like, yeah, he's in there. I'm like, okay, what? He's still in there, dead. Like, and then yeah, you're like, oh, all right, and his claw started.
And I'm like, no, is it the...
He came
like,
back like in wrestling when they're like,
He was hulking out.
That's his superpower, right? He's like,
resurrect. He can't die. The crab
Hulks
always
out of anything.
nice.
Yeah, I saw his claw.
And it was all bright red. Like, he wasn't bright colored.
When we saw him, he was like pale. He didn't have color.
Maybe he had COVID.
Oh, I gave him COVID. Oh. Sorry, Krabby Crab.
I have to give a COVID test. No, but he was all off color. Like, it looked dead.
It looked like white, kind of clearish. Like, yeah, and then we're moving him, and there was no reaction touching him. And then we tried to fish him out a couple times, and we couldn't, and he would fall down all dead. And then we just didn't see him for a couple. We haven't seen him for days. And then, yeah, right now we're talking about it, and I see his claw like at the bottom of the log, and I'm like, oh, there he is. Like, we couldn't find him. Like, I didn't see his claw earlier. And then he starts doing the... Yeah, but he starts, like, moving his claw. And I'm like, what? And then he starts moving it, like, a lot. And then I look down, and yeah, he's, like, standing. He's, like, bright red. He's just there.
And then when
fucking-
you moved with the thing, he totally like backed up.
Yeah, he totally backed up.
Yeah, so he's in there.
He's in there, yeah. Nice.
That's fucking... I didn't know crabs had that power.
Right?
Canceled death.
Unless it's a shapeshifter that's in there and there's really a dead crab still in there.
Or unless somebody bought a new crab today and brought him in. Didn't tell anybody.
We were gone for a couple of hours.
That's funny because we were thinking of what to replace him with. And we were kind of...
Damn, he heard you talking about that, and he was like, "Oh,
Talking
replaced." It's like,
We were thinking of an eel.
Eels are cool.
But then I was reading... What else were we thinking of? A frog? Aquatic frog?
Frog would be cool too.
A frog would be cool. Would he? If you got a frog, would it eat the fish in there?
Nah, there's like small ones like the pygmy dwarves, whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, they get big. He probably would.
They do get big?
Yeah, he probably eat it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know frogs are vicious animals, right? like they're vicious predators.
Yeah, even one of the comments was like, "Yeah, you don't get one of those frogs because they're the kind of friends that, like, on a Friday night, if you ask them, like, hey, were you doing anything? They'll be like, nah, I'm just chilling. And then you'll look at their Instagram and they, like, went out to the bar.
Not chilling.
Yeah, they're at the bar and they didn't invite you.
Fucking frogs.
Right? Fucking frogs.
Hate those frogs.
Never met a frog I liked.
Also something like when you go out to eat and you tell them, like, hey, I'm going to leave my number one meal with you. I'm going to go to the restroom. You come back and your fries are missing. And they have, like, salt in their face and they'll still deny it.
They kind of be like, nah, I'm not hungry, man. And then later on, oh, let me get a piece of your burger, bro. It looks so good.
Yep. Those frogs, they don't have a good Yelp review.
Yeah, frogs really are like the douchebags of the animal kingdom, aren't they? Seen them swallow mice whole. You try to eat them, they get all fat and poisonous. Can't even give me a good meal.
Right. Fucking frogs. Ask you to borrow $10, right?
Fuck your ex-girlfriend after prom.
Right, and then post it all over.
Talk shit behind your back.
Make an appointment for a tattoo and they don't show up. Fucking frog, right?
Piece of shit.
Then you see him and he's got a tattoo from somewhere else, right? Hey, frog, you fucking dickhead.
Oh yeah, man, it's because this dude there, I know. Right. Leave the last half cup of milk in the fridge.
And it tastes all froggy,
Tastes
The
all
frog
froggy.
spit up.
right? Fucking frog. Ask to borrow your car and then bring it back
Oh,
on
man,
empty.
Right.
Blow the tire.
Blow the tire.
I don't know what happened, man. Pieces of shit.
Right?
Think you need to get it checked out. Kind of messed up of you lending me that car.
Blame it on you, huh? Fucking frog. Finds a way to flip things.
Invites you to go out to eat, and he's like, I forgot my wallet, man. Can you spot me this time?
Actually, right? I don't
Then you
even
get
have a
the
pocket.
tomahawk.
I don't even have a pocket to hold a wallet.
I left it in my other aquarium, man. Fucking assholes.
Funny, every time you invite me, on you, it's always to the steakhouse. And you never have your wallet. On your birthday, they don't call you. Right?
They go out and wish they wish Taylor Swift a happy birthday on Facebook. Fuck
Oh,
you.
right.
Post on Facebook. Wish I had real friends in my life.
When you had that art show and you invited all the frogs, but no one came. No frogs came.
And there just happened to be another art show in town that they all went to.
Everyone's frog grandma was dead and had a funeral that day.
Girlfriend suddenly has warts. The fuck
Frog.
is this, man?
You've been frogging on me.
Those frog warts.
Yeah, your son gets born and looks like a tadpole. What the fuck?
Does he have gills? Do they have gills?
I think they have gills for a small amount of time.
I think they tell you they have gills. But maybe they don't.
It's probably their
You
weakness.
can't
huh?
just a frog.
I heard Obama's a frog.
Right? I've heard that theory.
I've heard a lot of them are part amphibian. That makes sense. Say they're gonna lower taxes.
Right, just like a frog would say.
It's like, right? Suddenly there's a housing crisis. Fucking frogs. Right, didn't it even rain frogs as a plague?
It rained frogs as a plague.
It's the ultimate, just a bunch of frogs. Hey, can I borrow $5, man? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Rained frogs. We were talking about that earlier, right? Moses, that's Moses.
Oh, yeah,
Ramses.
yeah, that's like his brother. And
Is there proof of them historically? Do you know?
I don't know. I think you know. Because it's like super, the stories are really fantastical, but I don't know. Maybe there is.
Like Ramses is.
I've heard Ramses, the man in Goss.
And then even just like the Queen of Sheba, right? That's the real character, right?
Medusa.
Pontius Pilate, huh? Right?
Medusa.
Who'd you say?
Medusa.
Medusa, right?
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Steel sphincter.
The steel
sock.
No, it's his
Ran
arch
to the
nemesis.
steel sphinx is really the steel
Oh, that's where
sphinxter.
Sphinx comes from.
Sphinxter.
Can you give me the country here?
That's why he's sitting there, right? The sphinxter is sitting there with a smile on his face.
Right? Have they checked under his tail?
Use sphinx in a sentence.
'Cause-
That's where the real treasure, the holy grails in his sphincter.
nice and safe, right?
Sphinxter. That's a good one. Oh fuck.
Right.
Is that why I like cats so much?
Yeah, where would you hide the Holy Grail? Yeah, the steel sphinxter.
Right? I lost the most.
No one's getting in or out.
Oh man, yeah, like even after like as the steel sock, after you retire from superheroing, you could just like work like, at a bank and like, keep shit in your. No one's ever gets like a Fort Knox. Like, no one's ever getting in there.
You could probably
Ark of the
charge
Covenant.
people what to keep in there, right? I'm sure some people have some stuff to hide. Yeah, give me $1 billion and I'll hold Jeff Bezos's cock ring.
And yeah, even in your later days, you can do some porno. Who wouldn't want to see Ron Jeremy and the steel sock?
You would instantly have like the #1 OnlyFans.
Oh, for sure. Or just crush frogs with my anus.
Unless the frog's power would be to outdo you or something.
His only power is he cannot be killed.
In a steel sphinxter. But yeah, superheroes, would you say they're kind of like... Yeah, it's the same thing as like mythology, but for our time, right?
Yeah, I guess you just don't really believe it to be like literally true, right? Or
No, yeah, of course not. But imagine... Yeah, just imagine how...
What, like 1,000 years?
Yeah, in like 1,000 years, like if we died and somebody...
Doomsday killed.
Yeah, people would obviously have
Superman.
access to the stories and
right.
just kind of think of like, yeah, these people worshipped.
right in 1,000 years, half of Europe worships the silver sock.
Because I mean, man, there's theme parks, there's all kinds of stuff with superheroes. Especially now, they're all over clothes. I'm sure every house has something.
Yeah, and I see more superhero
movies.
shirts than Jesus shirts, right?
Yeah, the movies are huge.
Oh, they're ridiculous.
Everybody worshipped, right, a Spider-Man and a Mickey Mouse and a...
Mickey Mouse. Even like Disney is huge. Like their characters are huge.
Like just like a Zeus, right? Like how you're saying, like Zeus was praised back then.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
maybe
Like
just a
every culture
story.
must have had some kind of heroes.
And ours is Batman, Ant-Man, Spider-Man,
Frogman, Rice Man.
Rice Man.
And that's what I thought you would be, Rice Man, if you had a superpower.
We'd be friends, but I wouldn't want to be him.
Allies.
Allies. He'd be my Robin. My what's it?
Sidekick.
What's the other one?
I know what you're talking about. Fucking
The Uncle Sam's.
Bobby Smith or what was
Buddy
it?
Smith.
Buddy Smith. Buddy Smith.
Oh, I'd be Buddy Smith.
Buddy Smith. I want to be Buddy Smith.
No, I'm Buddy Smith. I'm Buddy Smith times 20. I'm 20 Buddy Smith.
I'll just shapeshift into Buddy Smith. Yeah, even like those old like the mythology stories and like when they had like the stories of Zeus and
Perseus, Medusa.
but they were always like flawed. Like they were never like a perfect being. Like they were always like the evil, like flawed in some way. Like not evil, but they were selfish. They would do shit. They would do bad things. They would.
And do you think that reflects on the people that create like the, like more of the problems of their times, I guess? Or just like how,
Just like human nature.
yeah,
right?
human
Like,
nature,
I think some of them like were jealous. Some of them would kill people like in a
Have terrible
justified,
Achilles heels.
terrible Achilles heels. Some of them were frogs.
Yeah, because you have Hercules, Atlas, Athena. Yeah, all the kids, and then some of them were like isn't Hercules like son of Zeus, but his mom was human or something?
Something like that, right?
Then Hercules totally got brought back, where he's like in DC and
Well, Hercules, yeah, he got brought back, but yeah, he's like Greek mythology, right? Hercules.
Then there's even some like I was reading about, is it Hermes? And he's like really fast, and
Yeah.
he's like a Marvel character, but like he's also like a
or like even
god,
Zeus.
or Thor, Zeus.
Like you think in the future maybe like Superman's gonna be like someone they're bringing in like in a whole new Avengers, but like oh look there's
Superman versus
Superman
Zeus.
up there and he's like a god like just looking down like almost like how Zeus is in the Marvel movies.
Odin, or who? Oh, they have Zeus and Odin. Yeah, the Thor has
Thor.
both.
Yeah, it's like Greek. Is it Greek or that Norse mythology?
Well, they have both. In the latest one, he had to go meet the
Zeus. And
The
he was
Greek
like some
gods.
fat Zeus and he was acting all funny with his
yeah, because Odin, Thor, Loki, that's all Norse mythology. And then he had to go meet Zeus, and he met like Zeus, Hercules, and all these guys, which was Greek mythology.
And then they had to take a plane and go meet Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl.
But right, if that's being incorporated to our times, maybe our times will be incorporated to future.
Damn, so in the future it's gonna be
Superman versus
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob wins that, right?
Oh yeah, have you seen it? He can't take damage. He just it's a sponge. He can't take.
I heard it.
he's
It just goes through the
impervious.
holes.
And he just laughs. But that is funny how it's like our heroes are fighting the heroes of the olden days too. Huh?
But that, like, I'm just thinking about it, like, in the future, if, like, someone's gonna, like, bring back, like, someone's gonna just stick around,
Well,
like,
there's
a
no
Superman.
copyright. I think copyright's always gonna
Oh, yeah,
stop
right.
all that now.
Oh yeah, unless it goes like too far into the future.
But, like, you don't think someone, like, claims Zeus? Like, someone obviously wrote that. Obviously, that's not a real person.
Yeah, but no, I think Zeus would be.
he's real.
He's like Dracula. Like I think Marvel has a Dracula. I think DC has Dracula. I think I don't think anybody owns the rights to.
Yeah, cause like
Zeus.
Zeus, cause like yeah, it's like super old, and like Zeus, like it's like I could be mistaken, but he's like it's the Greek one, and then like the Roman one is like Jupiter or something, and it's like their equivalent.
You think
Yeah, Odin's the same.
it could be, like, Marvel mythology?
Yeah, it's Marvel. It is Marvel mythology.
I just can't wait.
So
100
there's
years
no-
in the future when it's Jesus versus Aquaman,
Right?
Like, it's the same thing.
the
like,
battle of
almost
the
like a-
fishes.
Battle of the Abs.
Oh man, who has better abs? it's Jesus versus Channing Tatum.
Right? He's a
Steel Sphincter's like, I'd like to challenge him for something.
Oh, Jesus versus the steel sock. That's the ultimate battle.